if you're thinking about buying a pair of road bike shoes, there's loads to choose from, typically varying from £50 to £350. The huge range in price and features can be confusing, so here is our guide on what to look for and what you get for your money. So to do this, I'm going to talk about the different features that make up road bike shoes. So first up, we have the fastening or retention system. Now on most entry-level shoes, this is going to be Velcro straps, such as on this B-twin shoe we have here. Now Velcro has the advantage that it's very lightweight and it's very easy to open and close, and it's very quick. Although it's quick to put on, it doesn't necessarily hold the foot as securely as some other systems. So next, as shoes become more expensive, you'll start to see ratchets. Now ratchets offer more precise adjustment than Velcro straps, and they also can hold the foot tighter. They're also really easy to tighten whilst you're riding too. However, they're not as easy to loosen while you're on the bike and generally require two hands to do this. So ratchets are often found on mid-price shoes and also usually combine the ratchet with a Velcro strap or two further down. Premium shoes have dials. Now dials use a cable to tighten and loosen the shoe, and this allows for really precise levels of adjustment and fit. Dials are really quick to operate and really easy to dial in. However, there are differences between the different brands of dials, and BOA dials, such as the one found here on this Shimano shoe, are currently regarded as the gold standard of dials, as they allow really precise one-click adjustment for tightening and loosening. So the fourth type of retention system on shoes is lacers, which have made a bit of a resurgence within cycling shoes in the last few years. Now, lacers offer the advantage that you can really fine-tune the fit throughout the entire length of the shoe, but the disadvantage is that you can't really adjust it while you're riding, and also they take a little bit longer to put on. So the next part of the shoe we're going to look at is the sole. Now entry-level shoes will have a plastic sole, and as you get more expensive you get carbon composite soles, which are a mixture of carbon and plastic, and then at the top of the tree on the most expensive shoes you have a full carbon fibre sole. As shoes increase in price, the soles will get stiffer and lighter. Now a lighter sole has lower inertia when you're pedaling, and a stiffer sole is important for power transfer. So another detail that we like on the soles of a shoe is replaceable pads. Now if you look on this shoe, the heel pad is rubber, and this protects the carbon sole. Now this is just held in place by two bolts, and once it wears out you can easily replace it and put a new one on, prolonging the life of your shoes. So one final thing to be aware with on soles is that some people can find really stiff carbon fibre soles a little bit unforgiving on longer rides, and therefore a little bit uncomfortable. So for most beginners, a plastic soled shoe such as this will be absolutely fine. So the next part of the shoe we're going to talk about is the cleat system. Now it's worth doing this while we're looking at the soles, because that's where the cleats attach. So what you're looking for is whether or not the shoes are a 3-bolt system such as this, or a 2-bolt system. So the type of cleat system you choose, whether it's 2 or 3-bolt, largely depends on the type of riding that you're planning on doing. Now if you're going to be going off-road, or simply think you're going to be walking a lot in your shoes, then we'd strongly suggest that you go for a 2-bolt system such as Shimano's SPD or Crank Brothers Egg Beaters. However, for road riding, you'll really want to go for a 3-bolt cleat system. And the reason for this is that they offer a wider platform for improved power transfer through the pedals. And it's for this reason that most premium road shoes only come with a 3-bolt pattern in the sole. The next part of the shoe is the upper, which covers the top part of the shoe. Now, uppers can be made from a variety of materials. Lower end shoes tend to have more meshes and synthetic covers, while premium shoes use lighter and more sophisticated materials that can also be more comfortable and breathable too. The most expensive shoes often have kangaroo leather, which is really light and supple, and it's not bouncy, but you get the idea. So one of the important things to consider about the upper is how stiff it is. Now a really stiff upper is great for sprinting because when you pull up on the shoe it doesn't give much, but this can be less comfortable. So a really supple upper is less good for sprinting, but can be really comfortable, especially for long rides. So there the main parts that make up a shoe, but there's a few other things we want to make you aware of. And the first thing is triathlon specific shoes. If you're thinking about maybe doing some triathlons but also enjoy cycling, it might be worth getting a triathlon specific pair. The key difference with triathlon shoes is that they're designed so that you can take them on and off whilst riding your bike. And the reason for this is it makes transition between the run, the bike and the swim faster. Now because of this, they often have a more simplistic retention system which might not grip your foot as well. And also they have big loops on the back to help you pull the heel cup on and off. The other thing is that they often feature big holes, so if you're going to be riding a lot in winter, your feet might get a little bit cold. The reason for the holes is that it's designed to let water out after the swim. Now, something else you should be aware of is heat moulding. Now this is found on a number of brands, including Bont and Lake shoes. Now this is great because it allows you to customize the shape of the shoe and the sole in order to perfectly fit your foot and give you maximum arch support. So if you have flat feet or arch related problems, heat moldable shoes could be the solution to your problems. Now the final thing we're going to say is try before you buy. Now to do this, just head down to your local bike shop and try on a variety of different shoes to see which suits you the best. And the best time to do this is in the evening or late afternoon because walking around causes your feet to expand slightly during the day, and so you'll get a better idea of how well they fit.